All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. Thank you for joining in with me today. Come on up in here, my beautiful fire sign.
All the wishes and dreams come true.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to all the other subscribers, my A1s. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome. And welcome to the ones who are just stopping by for a quick view. Prayerfully you'll join the family. Go ahead and subscribe. Let's get in it, y'all. Thank you again for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Y'all, I'm trying to calm myself and be patient because I've already done this before. Not to say that, obviously the pre-recorded part that you'll see with the cards and all of that, yes, that was done months ago. But I mean this voiceover. We're going to get into that in a minute. So I'm just trying to stay calm because I did one whole, outside of even the intro, which was about, intro and recap, I'd say, which was about 15-20 minutes in and of itself. I did a whole reading. And y'all, it's nothing. There's no sound. And I made sure to do all the things. I check, I do a testing and all of that. And I do believe that, I know that is a message, definitely. Everything is a sign, right? I don't believe in coincidences, any of that. Because I checked, double checked, triple checked, because this has happened before. And it honestly was traumatizing because it's like all that work and effort and time that you put in and you can't get back. But I do feel like the message is quite a bit. It's probably several for different people depending on where you are in your life. But what I would say is, number one, I've been these headphones. I know that's what it is. Because I've been like, Spirit been giving me the message, just go ahead and get new ones. Get new ones. Let these up, because baby, they're so tattered. I don't even know why I'm holding on to them. Like, because they still work in a way. It's just when I disconnect and reconnect the mic, because it's like a jack, you know what I mean? Like a headphone jack type of deal that the mic is connected to. That's where the issue is. Because they still work perfectly fine as noise cancellation, and like I can still hear when I connect them to my computer and the laptop and all of that. So it's like, but baby, they so tattered. I've had them for years, and they the what you call it, what you call that stuff? Not the foam, but the little protection. It's like a it's not really plastic. It's like a rubbery, thin type of deal. I don't know. It's probably some type of mixture of some sort. Anyway, that then peeled all off of the foam. Thank God the foam ain't breaking down. But like, I don't even like that because it's on top of my head. You know what I mean? So I generally wear like a covering so that some of the shit don't get in my hair. Anyway, that's a whole nother side note. But even saying all of that, like for real, there is something that you're going to have to let go. And that is and was, from what I remember, because I really don't remember every single thing, but I do believe that was the main, for the reading that I did, that was the main message. And I believe it had to do, it was, not even I believe, it was the fire sign reading. So I don't know what's going to come out even for all that, but I still feel like even as we got to get into this intro, and I try not to make it too long, y'all, that is the main message anyway, because I said that as we're about to get through the recap, that there's a decision that's going to need to be made. And honestly, you better do it willingly. Or it's going to be done for you. Your choice, confirmation, excuse me. But anyway, matter of fact, let me make sure this has even recorded before we continue. Okay, yeah, so we are safe. So it definitely is the mic. Because I know it's not the phone or what I'm recording from, because anything else picks it up, that's just fine. And anyway, that's that on that. So let's move on. Before we dive into this, y'all, it should go without saying, just to quickly get through the disclaimer, these readings are general, not all may apply, take what does, let the rest fly, and maybe a message for someone else, somebody closely connected to you, or even not, could be talking about something globally, or, that's going on, even maybe not so much globally, but more locally in your town, but really may not necessarily have anything to do with you, you just may be witnessing it, right? whatever will have you. Like I said, take what resonates, let the rest fly. And we don't get down with gender roles over here. However, you will likely hear me say he and or she in reference to masculine and or feminine energies, which we all have both within us. So roles may be reversed, flip-flop yourself as you need to. Like I said, apply where it lies, otherwise let it fly. Do not force this shoe to fit if it doesn't, y'all. I am not responsible for your future toes. Let them currents hurting because you won't enforce something that wasn't intended for you in the first place. Be accountable. Be responsible for your own actions. I don't know your life, okay? This is just fun and entertainment, and honestly, like, you should use these readings as just like confirmation, because that's really what it is, okay? Anyways, you know that you know that you know. Use your power, okay? Don't give anybody too much credit, like at all. Anybody outside of you. So that was another part of what I was gonna say as far as not having any sound and all that, is that spirit or somebody didn't want it getting out the way that it did or was, right? Honestly, not did, because it didn't happen, but like something in like it. Really, what I'm getting is the energy of they are allowing you to show up bigger, better, brighter in a different way, because that's basically what it is, you know, as we got to get into it, if I can get through all this. All right, so I am big on numerology, y'all. Whether or not I call it out, if and when I do, I intend for it to likely resonate with your life path number, the day and or month that you're born, potentially the house that you may want to pay particular attention to within your natal chart. Could just be confirmation that you need to pay particular attention at that time, and especially that it is likely playing out as I'm saying in the messages. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, again, just confirmation, okay? And you may start seeing a lot more of that. And I don't know if I said it already, but it could be pertaining to the chakra system that you may want to work with as well, okay? All right, did I say, oh, all decks are listed below. And yeah, and any information that you may want or need should be in the description box. So just let me know if you have any questions, okay? All right, now let's get on into, actually, no, no. Let's get a quick word of prayer, okay? To the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, come to you saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful day, for another opportunity to be a clear and humble channel and vessel, to bring forth the messages straight and clear to the collective no chaser. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the love, the support, the protection. Speaking of protection, I ask that you block, bind, unwind, cut cord, simply transmute any low vibe, negative, unwanted energies and or entities trying to come in and steal, kill, and destroy and cause any hurt, harm, or danger. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. You may return to sender with so much love and uplifting and healing energy. As I said, simply transmute it, whatever. Thank you for the voice. Thank you for the gifts of reason. Thank you for the mental stability. Thank you for the clarity and the truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Thank you for the gift of the tongue, and for the words, and just for the messages. Thank you. As always, I pray that the messages uplift, enlighten, heal, strengthen, protect, nurture, nourish, encourage, uplift. I said enlighten, right? Yes. Just bring forth whatever the viewer may need. May it play out in the lives of any and all involved for the utmost and highest good, as I know you will see fit. All these gifts of abundance I come as and give thanks yet again. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I can't thank y'all enough. Ooh-wee. All right. So now getting into the recap real quickly, y'all, and I'll try not to take too much time because, hey, I know it's precious and valuable. So let's not forget, we're diving into this overarching energy of trust, okay? And as the card says, you can use this as a message of affirmation or even a mantra, however you feel. I definitely would, and just say it to yourself, you know what I'm saying? Write it up on the mirror, you know, make you a little note. I don't know what you need to do, but please take heed to it. It is trust, and it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. That is, I'm here. Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Hey, lead me, guide me every day. Sing your anointing, Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word. Please order my steps in your word. Hey, you gotta listen though, that's the thing. Take heed. as the bods go, the topmost, as you see, is human, and you got lovely old Buddha there, just as happy-go-lucky as he want to be, he or she, but you know. And it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You gotta laugh. You can't take life too seriously, for real. Because why? It's just a reflection of you. Be happy, be carefree, be in that childlike energy, for real, for real. And underneath that, we have guilt. And it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. That's what we're doing. Man, you can't take that with you. Why? Why would you want to? No shame, blame, guilt over here. No guilt tripping. Don't point the finger unless you reverse it on yourself. You know what I mean? All right. And then underneath that, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect, and I always want to say peace, but that still matters and pertains to the situation. If you go back to the original, and I highly recommend this, honestly, to go back to the original part 1, the first quarter YAG is what I call them, year at a glance. And you can get in even more in-depth clarity and understanding and messages as it pertains to all of this, okay? But and you'll see where that peace comes from, because that's what I channeled originally when I wrote it. But the card itself says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment, all right? And then underneath that, and the last and final one, is adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And baby, that's what we're here to do. You know, no matter what it look like, seem like, feel like, you gotta look past that. Go beyond the veil, you know what I mean? Beyond the illusion. See what's really real, all right? All right, so then moving into your headers for the month and clarifying this energy or what you may need to focus on and dive deeper into, we have hobbies, okay? And I was saying in the original, the part 1 YAG, that there, I do feel like, because this kept coming up, the hobbies that is, kept coming up, whether it was a card that came out or a bod, right? It's throughout, even if every quarter. But so there is a decision, that's what I'm saying, that's going, and as we're about to get into OG clarifiers, which is card deck in just a moment, there is a decision that is going to need to be made, and I do feel like many are going towards a more, maybe I don't want to say it like that, but like there's a newfound passion or love for something, okay, or even someone, but I feel like it's more of something that you're doing or even creating, okay. So we have the bods, as you see the topmost, the current one is healthcare change, and then body changes, and then adult children, and then seeking and finding, okay? So like I said, it may not even be you personally, it may be somebody who has adult children, maybe adult children, right? You're noticing this with, okay? And that's cool, like switch it up if you want to, you know what I'm saying? But just maintain your focus on whatever it is that you are putting your energy and intention towards. You understand what I'm saying? And allow that to manifest before moving to the next. Okay, so then moving into the OG clarifiers, which is the card deck, we have the 2 of Wands. Let me see where we at. Okay, the 2 of Wands, which is Eastern Prickly Pear, and the 4 of Pentacles, which is Spiderwort. All right, and as I just got through saying, that's pretty much the message from that is, because I do remember, they bring it back for a reason, because I do remember in the last voiceover, and I saw 909, that's great, or 959 and 1001. But wow, 959 is that with that 5, that is that movement, that change, that growth. But in the last one, I was getting somebody's like front door, a house door shutting, right? But I never saw a body. I never saw like a person. So, and I even mentioned, I said, are you coming or going? And maybe you really don't know, or whether or not you're coming or going. You know, things can be kind of helter-skelter where you don't really know. So, and then I also got the message that maybe somebody was moving, and that is a decision to be made. And speaking of, especially confirmation with that 5 energy in 959, and then 1001, that's the new moon. Some cycle is ending to go into the 1, which is a new beginning, right? A new cycle. So yeah, and as I was saying, you're gonna have to let something go, you know, to move on. All right. And then what I even wrote for this, for the 2 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, is someone may be from the east side of town, or neighborhood, east of the state, country, continent, and I'm even hearing southeast. And I say a decision is going to need to be made at some point in regards to what you want to do to protect your energy, bring you peace, heal your heart, and balance you holistically, okay? So with this, the box, as you see, the topmost is 6 of Wands, purple passion flower, and that's victory and success, baby. And then the 7 of Swords, yellow fringed orchid, 10 of Pentacles, columbine, Ace of Swords, crimson clover, which is non-native, and that is the truth. And then I see the 7 of Swords, spotted bee balm, that's underneath the Ace of Swords, okay? Wait a minute. No, the 8 of Swords. I say we just had the 7 of Swords. I see the 8 of Swords, spotted bee balm, which is underneath the Ace of Swords, okay? A lot of air. That's what I'm saying. Even going back to that house analogy, the door, front door, somebody don't know if they're coming or going. They're kind of stuck in limbo a little bit. Anyway, alright, so that's that on that. That's crazy. Because at the end of this part of the channel messages, I see hashtag 1234 on the clock. So 1234 is on the clock. And then in quotes, I have move in orderly fashion or in divine order. And I have order my steps. That is wild. That is why I didn't even realize that was there. Oh my. I mean, I'm sure I read it and said it in the original video, part 1. That's what I'm saying. Go check that out. But anyway. Alright, y'all. So let's go on and dive into it without further ado. Okay. And I forgot to tell y'all. Hold on real quick because I forgot to tell y'all. It is now 8:14 what I see on the time. But in beginning this kind of voiceover, it was 7:47. So hey, I know that's for somebody. Somebody may be getting on the plane. Ain't that a plane? I don't know the numbers on them jets, but yeah. I feel like that's a plane. Anyway, that's what the message I was getting. Somebody got to take flight for real. So as we take flight into these readings, I pray you get something from it, alright? Alright. Alright, fire signs, let's go on and get in it. The good tarot beginning. Don't even want to shuffle, right? What is going on? Alright, messages of advice, messages of guidance, messages of clarity and truth. The deck is not trying to shuffle. What's up, y'all? Oh, you better trust it. Trust yourself. Messages of truth for fire signs. What do you got for a fire sign spirit? King of Earth, King of Pentacles. Obviously heavy earth sign. Yep. Whatever is coming next is definitely for somebody. Somebody may be heavy in this earth sign energy. May be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. May want to embody this energy or something big is coming through during this season. Speaking of, oh man, I should have, happy solar return to those of you. So we are technically Aries season, into Aries. And for those that I missed, Pisces, whoever else I'd have missed, Aqua, feel like, I don't know if I told y'all back then, like in January, but anyway, happy solar return. Yeah, so whoever this is though is very grounded, stable, loyal, meticulous, you know, they're very attention to detail. Like I said, they cross every T and dot every I, like no stone goes left unturned. They want to exhaust all options and resources to make sure they get to where they're going. This is somebody who is heavily invested and may have been dealing with investments or may have several investments from not only just like stock market, but like different, I heard events, okay? But even like different areas, different people, different, it's like their portfolio expands beyond the stock market, if that makes any sense. It's like a very well-rounded type of deal. I don't know, it's somebody who got that long money. And y'all, even when I say that, don't get caught up or tripped up on just the physical, like the tangible dinero. It's more internal wealth and value, okay? They know who they are. They know what they got. They know what they can do. Somebody very resourceful because they done had to make something out of nothing. So they know they like, I heard it ain't nothing to cut that off. But nah, like, it ain't nothing for them to go from, I heard 0 to 100 real quick. But nah, like, from rags to riches and do it all over again. You understand? This is someone who has been there. I heard been around the world and yeah. I can't find my baby. Somebody looking. They trying to find you. You trying to find me? But I do also get like heavy elder energy. And it can be male or female, but it's bringing me masculine energy and more of like a father figure. You know, that can be anybody from a brother, a uncle, a cousin, even a grandfather, and it can be a passed on loved one. Somebody is the guardian angel, the earth angel, for real. Okay? Very strong. I even heard stoic. And I heard simple. I'm hearing, it's the simple things. Simple things. Let's remain focused on the simple things. I put that child name. I have to look it up. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Baby, let's remain focused on the simple things. Alright now. Okay. What else you got for our fire sign spirit? Okay. Ooh, the king of water. Oh my gosh, man, listen. If y'all don't get this, I don't know what to tell you. This could be somebody in one and the same energy, and or a couple different people, to be honest. But with this king of water, this is heavy scorpionic energy, by the way. The king of earth is a little more Taurus Cappy, if I'm being honest. Generally, the queen of earth is my Virgo energy, but it doesn't matter. Still can be any of them. But with the king of water, that's heavy. That's Scorpio through and through. Okay? Queen of water is generally my Cancerian energy, but it still may be even Pisces included. Okay? Does not have to be. Could be talking about those seasons once again, and or something about maybe you needing to embody this energy. With that being said, this energy brings the energy of wearing your heart on your sleeves. Very emotionally, I even heard the feel, but I was going to say tapped in. Like, you got to be careful too, because with wearing your heart on your sleeve, you know, that tends to lend you to vulnerabilities that you may not want to, I heard, face. If triggered or if unbalanced, not balanced, not healthy, you know what I'm saying? Not stable with right mind, and, you know, not aligned and all of that jazz. It can be toxic. It can be a lot of codependency. It can be, maybe I heard, addictions. It can be my way or the highway, like I want it and I want it now, whatever that commercial is. And just immature emotionally, so they can pop off. Because saying that scorpionic energy, like an unhealed Scorpio, that's why I say they are the fire water signs, because they can sting. And it don't matter who you are, it don't matter what, like the balance of the anger, the hot, the heat, the fire, and the water is not there. And so they tend to pop off. Almost, it's bringing me, because, you know, Aries and, I was going to say Sage. Wow, somebody may be dealing with a Sage. Or Sage, you trying to come through here, but like maybe for the balance and even the patience. But Aries, you and Scorpio both are ruled by Mars, and that's fiery, that's hot, that's quick tempered, that's action, that's motion. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes my advice to y'all be to like pipe down a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, hold your horses, real talk. Like, don't get ahead of yourself and overly emotional to where you just pop off and you ain't even really assessed the situation, nor have you just took a breath to calm down. Like, so they can be, when I speak about the temper and the anger and all of that, like, it's like, whoa there, like, what's wrong with you? It's not funny. It's really not funny, but that's how it be. Like, at least for me, I'd be like, looking like, what the fuck? You know? Man, come on. Not over here. We ain't doing that. But yeah, so just be mindful of that. But I love this King of Cups, because this is somebody, as I said, who wears the heart on their sleeve. They will give you the world. They love, and they love hard, and they got a big heart, and they just want to show, and they want to receive that as well. And why not? I mean, you should. That's, see, I'm saying Six of Pentacles. You got to have that reciprocity. You know what I mean? So yeah. Like I said, you better be mindful, because look, ain't that like Poseidon? Yeah, he got his little trident. I mean, he will strike you down. Speaking of freaking Poseidon, who was he connected to? Ain't that how, I keep wanting to say Athena. I gotta look that up, because I want to say that's even how Medusa went through what she went through to bless her soul. Like, that's a tragic story. Hold on, I'm trying to look it up real quick, because it's coming to mind for a reason. Because I feel like she was, I was about to say the R word, but yeah, or taken advantage of by him, and that's how she got. Yeah, see, I know I wasn't tripping. So she so it does have to do with Athena as well. So that's how she got. Essentially, the spell was casted on her because she was a beautiful priestess, okay, originally, and Athena cursed her after, or put the spell on her, you know, to turn into the Gorgon, the snake that we know her as today, after she was assaulted by Poseidon and ended up bearing a child, I do believe. Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like she did. Anyway, because, you know, Poseidon was supposed to be Athena's boo thing or whatever, however they go, man, it's a whole little triangle and saga and all that, but that was a mess and that was terrible, you know, because, hey, jealousy and envy, and that's crazy that it's even coming through to this King of Cups card. So like, and talking about the Scorpionic energy, so be mindful. It may have to do, like I said, with a Scorpio who may be in this energy. I see 10:01 on the timer. Some cycle had to end so you could begin to move, and like maybe just you in this mindset or in the energy potentially of jealousy, envy, and like trying to get somebody to get back. I don't know why this went left like that, because this is beautiful energy. I'm just saying it came through for a reason. So hey, that's crazy. That is crazy. Ooh, I thought they said 828, but that definitely can be for somebody. It says 826. All right, moving on. What else do you have for our fire sign spirit? For fire signs, messages of advice, clarity, and truth. Oh wow, that was like quite a bit, and I flipped it out of that. Let's see what we got. We got the Page of Air in reverse. I think something hit the floor. As you hear me getting it up off, breathing heavy, trying to get it, and when it hit the floor, and here he is, boy. So I don't even know which way to go, but let me show you the Page of Air in reverse first. And this can be, I think I just saw 11:14 on the timer. This Page of Air in reverse can be the energy of no bueno. You know what I'm saying? Especially mentally. Somebody, didn't I say even with the OG clarifiers when we said with the vibes with the 7 of air, 8 of air, what else was underneath there? There's a lot of air energy, Ace of Swords. Somebody is in a state of limbo or confusion and trying to decide, do I stay or do I go? What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, man, just get right. Like, just balance. Just, because God is not a God of confusion. And if there is any of that, that ain't where you need or want to be. You know what I'm saying? The flip side of this, if this were upright and if somebody were balancing this energy, I love it, because this is like my truth secret type of energy. But see, with it in reverse, I told y'all, somebody is in an illusion. Somebody still got their mask on and can't see beyond the veil. What he said? What he said? Can't, what? Oh God. What he said? I don't know. I hear somebody saying some kind of country slogan. Somebody some backwoods shit. So like, can't see between the legs with two heads looking sideways. Some kind of shit. I don't know whoever's saying that, but somebody could be lying, most definitely, especially with the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords that was under the OG bias. And yeah, no, it's just not it. That's not it. You know what I mean? This is obviously air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, okay? It could be against somebody's child. Didn't they say adult children? This is more generally like teenage, you know, maybe young adult, but I get a little more teenage, maybe even preteen type of energy. Very immature, not mentally stable. And I feel like I told y'all last time, the original voiceover, that 1313 on the timer, that this is somebody who screws ain't screwed too tight. You know what I'm saying? They got some loose marbles rolling around in there. They just can't get right. That's what I call them. Can't get right. Okay. And then we have 3 more. I knew it was a few that flipped up out of there. Let's see what they are. Oh my God. What I said, not balanced at all. Because you got the 4. This is beautiful energy, potentially. But it's all reverse. Somebody's definitely blocked. We got the 4 of air, Chariot, and the 10 of earth, 10 of pentacles, all in reverse. And generally with the 4 of air, heavy Libra energy, still could be any other air sign. Does not have to be. Could just be talking about those seasons. That is generally peace. Can I get a piece of mind? And like, that's balance. That's healing. That's retreating. That's my R. But somebody is not doing it. They're avoiding it. They're resisting it. And I don't know why. Like, why would you do that? Could be somebody who really just don't know no better. If you here, you gotta know a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? So like, you really have no excuse. And even still, excuses, what they say, excuses are for dummies. That's what I just heard. I try not to be talking like that about people, because you really only saying it about yourself, but that's what I heard. And like, why make an excuse? Put action towards it and correct the behavior. You understand what I'm saying? especially if you know better, because when you know better, you do better. Anyway, you need to move on. Speaking of moving on, that's what the Chariot energy brings. That's Cancerian energy, heavy. And there's a fours. The fours are coming through heavy for you, because Cancer energy generally rules 4th house, which is the house, the house literally of house and home. Does that make sense? So, and your first house and home is your body, your vessel, so you got to get that in order. Going back to the 4th air, knowing when to rest and recover, rejuvenate, release. Honestly, that's the R is, releasing, resting, rejuvenating, recovering, and repeat. You understand? Do it all over again. Because there's going to be so much as you grow and learn and evolve that you have to let go, unlearn, relearn in a more healthier way, and get balance all over again, which is what the 4s are, okay? And then moving into the 10 of Earth, that is the energy of heavy, again, Earth energy. Generally, maybe Taurus, Capricorn, a little bit heavier than Virgo, but I get it all. I get them all, That is the energy of longevity is what I hear, and even legacy. And y'all, when I say confirmation, when I talk about your wealth, I'm not just talking about the physical, tangible money or dinero, okay? I'm talking about, because health is wealth. And didn't we see the healthcare changes is the top of the odds for the headers. So you got to take care of yourself. Oh my God, and speaking of, the energy that I was getting is, especially with all this air energy that we've been talking about and seeing, somebody may have something going on with their head, I heard central nervous system, and even the lungs, the respiratory system. So that it has the potential to I heard cure. That's what they said, and heal. However, it's up to you to do what you need to do. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You got to do it. And I'm saying somebody is dealing with somebody very stubborn, where they see this, like, you may be trying to help this person or like give advice or recommendations to this person, and they're not receiving it because they don't. Again, I told you, somebody is stuck in the illusion. They stuck behind the veil. They don't. It's not. I can see clearly now. The rain is coming. Speaking of that, somebody may be in some type of depression. They don't see a way out. And honestly, they're not going to, no matter what you do, until they reach that level of rock bottom, and until they receive the epiphany, until they really open their eye. And by eye, I mean third eye. Until they receive the clarity. You know what I'm saying? Until they honestly open their heart and mind and soul to receive the message from the divine, the message of healing. And when I say from the divine, it could be from you, but it ain't nothing you really can do. I mean, you can continue to, it's up if you choose, honestly, because you got to use your free will and discernment to determine this. But like, if you feel that it's worth your time, effort, energy, your source, you know what I'm saying, your wealth, your internal, the value, to continue to pour into this person and help lead and guide this person, then so be it. And obviously, when it even comes to our kids, our children, it's almost, it's like that ride or die energy no matter what. But again, it still gets to a point, because, hey, we ain't talking about babies who are still dependent on you in a way. Not really toxic codependent, but y'all know how it goes, the stages of life and all of that. And even still, babies, honey, when they put between 1 and 2, depending on how mature your child is, they be trying to assert their independence. They be like, fuck you, I'm doing it my way. You know what I mean? And you gotta guide them so they can still be safe, but still be, independent in a way. It'd be so funny to me, because I just be looking at them like, man, hey, you gonna be something else. I appreciate it, because I can only imagine my 2-year-old, 3-year-old self, because just by how I am now, like, it's so funny, because my mama tell me all the time, like, I ain't never had to worry about you. Like, I always knew you was gonna do what you need to do and take care of yourself. Yeah. Because, man, listen, I knew it then. Anyways, whatever. So, getting back to this, so, just be mindful. Like I said, be discerning. And if this is you, honey, I hope you listening. Even if you're in the back, turn your mic up, like, for real. Receive it, because that's the only way you're going to heal this energy. You can't resist, because like I said, it's going to happen. You better do it willingly. It's gonna happen one way or another, or that storm gonna come through and raging, baby. And I don't know if you're gonna be ready, but hey, you better stay ready, so you gotta get ready. Anyway, so look, as you see, I'm kind of I'm like, do I put them back or keep them? I thought about it. I thought about putting them back, but we're going to go ahead and put them on out here because they came out for a reason. And there are messages in here, obviously, for you or whoever this is for. Alright, let's get into the vibes. With the Page of Fire, that's the first one. This, y'all, this is generally a little heavy on the sage energy for me, but it don't matter. It's all of y'all. It can be. Again, it's going back to that child energy. This is somebody who, and I said this is a newfound passion, right? So it's like they egging you. They trying to push you. Speaking of egging, somebody, because I hear y'all know when we used to say they like, you egging them on, like, yeah, hype them up, you know what I'm saying? Give them some encouragement to move to something new and different and better. But I also saw like somebody getting egged, their car, their house, something. Speaking of the house to begin with in the original channel, and yeah, something maybe getting egged. But anyway, somebody may have an egg on their face or how. Just. Oh, they be a mess. I love my squad. They be a mess. They are some, they some assholes, but they some loving assholes, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You gotta have a sense of humor. Didn't they told you lighten up? But they said somebody they gonna wake up one day with the egg on their face because they gonna see how stupid they been. They been stuck on stupid. I feel like I said that 1 month before. But yeah, they gonna say it, man. They gonna wake up and be like, damn, it took me that long? Like I did that? Man, yes. But I'm glad you finally realized it. But yeah. But this is that spark of inspiration, okay? Because remember, y'all, my pages are the 11s. They come after the 10s, after you completed some kind of cycle, no matter what it is. For us to have the air and the fire out here, it could have been something, of course, mentally challenging, for sure, with all that negative sword energy we saw in the OG vibe. And as well as something, again, very passionate, very near and dear to your heart. Right? Maybe even just the energy of trying to find balance within yourself oh God, that's crazy. Yes, in that, especially for me to go into that tangent of Scorpion energy, having a balance, and then Sage, when you're trying to come through in that, having the balance and be patient with oneself in navigating those energies of being very emotional, you know, fiery and passionate, like understanding that's okay. It ain't really nothing wrong with it until it becomes toxic. Like, yeah. Nice. More. So underneath that we have a beautiful high priestess. Like I know. She be knowing. She know what it is. It ain't no that's so funny. I was about to say it ain't no secret, but technically it do be, because I always tell y'all, don't let the left hand know what the right hand doing, as you shouldn't. Until your dreams or whatever you envision manifest, don't say shit about it. It ain't nobody business at all. So yeah, because you already know you got, even going back to that jealousy, envy type of energy that I was talking about, you got naysayers because they wish they were in your shoes, not even knowing what you done had to do to get there. They want that. They want to be there, so they'll try, whether consciously or not, to undermine you or to kind of slow you down or whatever. You know, try to block it, whatever. And you ain't got time for that. Like, you got things to do. Okay? So just be mindful. This generally comes with, for me, Piscean, Libra, Virgo, Cancer type energy. Okay? Very intuitive. She know, okay? No question, no doubt, right? And then underneath that, once again, we have the 6 of Fire. That's double confirmation, y'all. The OG by topper is 6 of Wands, right? So yeah, this is that victory. This is success. Come through Leo. It's generally your energy. Could be any of y'all, of course. Somebody meant to be in the spotlight. Somebody that came through some challenges, because both, obviously the 6 of Wands comes after the 6. You may start seeing repetitions of 6s, but it comes after the 5 of Wands, which is that challenge, that stress, that conflict. It could even be internal anguish or battles that you've had to, because a lot of the cards that you've had to overcome is what I was going to say, because a lot of the cards it's the same individual in 5 different stances or positions, kind of fighting each other or themselves. Does that make sense? So, but I generally tell you, so within, so without. So if it's going on within you, with the internal anguish, the conflict of whatever, you battling yourself, again, in that confusion, illusion, whatever, you're likely going to see it outside of you as well, because it's just a mirror. So keep that in mind. But I do feel like you've come through. Come this fall by faith. Every day we are leaning. Y'all gotta excuse me. I am obviously under the weather a little bit, but hey, y'all know that ain't gonna stop me from trying to get it out. But yeah, so you've been leaning independent, right? You know from which your help comes from, and like your source, you know, it's the God in you. So like you ain't gonna let nothing stop you. So keep on, okay? And then underneath that, oh my God. Like this is double confirmation. Cause wasn't it like the 4th or 5th one down in the OG box? I do believe. I ain't gonna mess with them, but yeah. Man, listen, can't make it up. Somebody I told you is stuck on stupid. I don't mean to say it like that, but they so confused, and it's like, baby, settle down, calm yourself, and you'll see it clearly. I promise, okay? This also is the energy of reflection, so you gotta reflect, take accountability on what all the decisions and choices and even things that you said and spoken, because you spoke that into your life. You spoke that into existence. Little do you know and want to realize you were never stuck. You were not trapped. You can get your way out. You found your way in there. Get your ass out. How I'm done. I'm moving on. I believe I stopped that last clip at 27:27. That's crazy. But let's move on into the next deck, which is the Light Seers Tarot. So what messages of advice for fire signs? Messages of clarity and truth. Messages of guidance. Your spirit. For our fire signs. Okay, quick and look. And as you hear me in the video, I'm like, because man, oh man, why is this out here? We got the 4 of Cups. This is the energy of apathy. You see, she just, she is not feeling it. She is over and done with all the bullshit, all the unrequited love, all the unreciprocated energy, you know, like, she over it. She don't like even what's right in front of her, which is a beautiful offering from the divine. Is rain down on me. She don't see it because she's so caught up, honestly, even in the past, on the 3 cups that's spit, you know, that's wasted is how she feels. But the divine is pouring back into this a brand new opportunity, into the Ace of Cups, into a whole new love. Did I say a new passion for something? But she can't see it because she's stuck on the heartache, the heartbreak, maybe even in some kind of third-party situation, speaking of them 3 of Cups in the past. And I'm pointing here to that 4th. I told y'all that 4's coming through heavy for y'all. And I feel like we got almost every other one except what? The 4 of Wands. Yeah. Oh, wow. And that's the energy of like union of, that's y'all's energy. Generally Aries a little bit stronger, but still that can be all y'all. But the union, the camaraderie, even solidarity, I always get that. And I feel like I looked that up in the last video, and I gotta look it up again. But it's basically talking about all of that. Somebody trying to find their soul tribe, and that's what I feel like y'all missing. Does that make sense? I know, so it's like a lot. But yeah, that's what I feel like y'all missing. And that's why she kind of sulking. Because like she done been pouring into folks who really didn't have the capacity or wherewithal to pour back into her. Or even return the favor. But solidarity is the unity, cohesion, and mutual support among individuals or groups based on shared interests, goals, or values. It involves standing together to support a common cause, particularly in times of difficulty, by providing emotional or material assistance. And that's crazy because it's coming under this King of Earth. Wow. And I feel like the divine is sending where you want. I keep seeing these memes that say basically you're gonna celebrate for all the time that you had to wait. Yeah. And basically all the times that you were pouring into, like I said, other things, other folk that was never going to get back to you, but you still did it wholeheartedly because you just know just a big whole heart. As we got to move on here in just a moment to the King of Cups, you were pouring and investing into things, not really expecting a return, but at the same time, yes, you know what I'm saying? But knowing that you're gonna get, you reap what you sow. Okay, so your karmic debt is gonna be paid. That's what they were saying in the meme. You're gonna get all that and then some with interest. Speaking of investments and stocks and all that, like real talk. So don't be dismayed. Don't be, you know, it's okay. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Like, you just be ready to give the fuck up because, like, why? Why am I doing all this? You know? But don't let that change you. Okay? Be the good, wholehearted person that you are. All right. Moving on. All right. What's going on trying to be seen? Oh my God. And I'm telling you, with this Two of Cups, y'all, it don't even matter. It don't matter what type of relationship. I don't know why I generally get heavier on the romantic side of this, but it very well may just be a friendship. It could be a family situation with the earth energy, like for real. Because I said that father figure or that, you know, whoever it is, it don't just got to be a male, but like, yeah. So look how they pouring, they manifesting, they co-creating. But you got to come together. Like, this is, I hear like-minded souls, you know, you coming together on one accord. And that may have been the challenge, because as y'all see with the different skin tones, y'all could be from two different backgrounds, and I'm not just talking about ethnicity. I mean, even your beliefs, your traditions, your mental, you know what I'm saying, the wherewithal, I said beliefs already. It reiterated that for a reason. So that really may be what it is. Even like the idea of what you want to do, what you intend to get out of life. You know what I mean? Even maybe the manifestation, like your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, whatever. Right? But that's okay, because you're supposed to be unique and different in your own way. I was gonna say the gift, the beauty of it, especially when we're talking about unions and relationships. How can you come together even despite those differences and work on one accord to make it happen? That's power. That's amazing. Because it's not always going to be or turn out exactly how you see it necessarily, but I promise you it's always going to be for the highest good, no matter who's involved. Check that. All right. And that's powerful too, because as it comes together, as I put it with this 4 of Cups underneath the King of Earth, the 4 and the 2 make the 6 of Cups. Told y'all I may start seeing repetition of 6s. So these 2 4s and 6s are speaking up loud and proud. Okay? But even in that 6 of Cups, y'all, that is the energy of nostalgia and reminiscing and all this and that and the other. You got to be careful with that energy too, because that may lend you basically in the energy of depression. You can't tarry in the past. There ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't change it. It happened. It's over and done with. You got to, the challenging thing and part of it all is to bring yourself back into the present. It's not to say you can't remember, or because I feel like we came off of memories last month anyway, right? It's not to say you can't, remember and have, because you probably more than likely will have pleasant memories. Now with this 4 of Cups, that don't feel so pleasant. And I feel like that 6 of Cups in the good tarot came out too. I don't remember for who, but that hurts, because she be looking sick. You know what I'm saying? Like her stomach hurt. So like I said, even in that 4 of Cups, somebody could have come off some third party situations, or just been let down by so many folk, and like people, even could be family members and others like that you thought should have loved and supported you better or differently, and they didn't. They let you down. And so it's like, that's where you don't want to be, as far as the energy. Like, you don't have to necessarily forget, because you want that to be your guide or even protection going forward, so you don't make the same mistake, right? Or so you don't even have to, because I don't really care about mistakes either. Like, so you don't have to repeat that lesson, basically. Because you have learned, prayerfully you've learned, right? You done got yourself out of it with the double 6 of Wands that we've been seeing. So as to not repeat the past, you don't want to keep reliving it. You understand what I'm saying? What else we got for our cards in the spirit? Messages of advice and guidance. What I just got you saying. I ain't even gotta say more. It's everything I just got you saying. And y'all see the guy, the male in there, that is that elder or even fatherly-like figure, right? And it's going back to the King of Earth. This person is loyal. Like, they definitely will be. I tell you, it could be one and the same too. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe somebody, as it's about to go into this King of Water, maybe somebody is reminiscing or thinking back on their guardian angel or their passed on loved one who was loyal. Like, that's because I hear, although I'm missing you. How'd it go? I found a way to get through. Living without you. You are my sister, my strength. in my pride. Only. I don't even know if that's the words. Ain't that from not one days, but what was that? What was that? Oh my gosh, what was that? Was that Queen with Set It Off? That's what I'm seeing. I think that is. Set it off in this mother. Yeah. Gone but never forgotten is what I heard too. Alright. What else we got for the fire signs? Clarify all this reversal energy for the fire. And as you see, I stop and pause and point again, just reiterating what I just got through saying about those two making the Six of Cups energy, and then we keep the Six of Cups, you know? Alright. And just the energy of the 2 4s and 6s about to pop up heavy. Not even about to, they already have, but they're strong in your reading, okay? So somebody may even be definitely born on the 2nd, 4th, 6th. I'm even getting, what is that, 24th? And even somebody may be 42 years young. Okay, 24. You may have a 24-year-old and maybe 42 years young, and or. Okay. For fire signs. Messages of clarity and truth. Clarifying this, all this reversal energy. Fire signs. Y'all see how it came out. Y'all see it. Oh my God. Y'all hear me in the video. I can't make it up. It is everything I said. It is. Once again. And then I said them twos showing up heavy for y'all, right? Now she on her side because this is somebody who is confused, who doesn't know. They stuck behind the illusion. It's crazy because it's no coincidence, I know. But when I say crazy, I just mean wild because this is how they show up. As it's coming over all this reversal energy. It makes sense. I told you, somebody just they are not stable. That's why they can't see it. Somebody also is not tapped in. You are not attuned to the divine. Whoever this is, whether it's you or anybody else. Yeah. And as I put it down, you hear what I say. I keep hearing, I know. To finish up the rest of that song, that it says, they go on to say, he ain't make you say he is. So that's what I'm saying. Whoever, I feel like whoever is in the high priestess, I think we saw the high priestess under the vibe, like upright. And that beautiful, elegant, just knowing, all-knowing, all-seeing, all-knowing type of energy. You see, or whoever, they might see you because you might be the one in this confusion and mucked up type of energy. But like whoever is truly the high priestess and tapped in, sees the other party who is still stuck and trapped in the illusion behind the veil, wearing a mask, basically, living a facade. That's why they all confused and going through this whole mental breakdown and all this. That's really what all that is, y'all. When people go through what they call it, midlife crises and all that crap, that's because they're finally awakened the fuck up. They know they've been living a lie. And so they want to do all the things that they wish they had done and should have done way back then that they feel like they done wasted time on. And so it looks like they're going crazy, but no, they're just finding themselves. I find that so hilarious, though. I really do, because it's like, live your life, like, do you? Okay, you want to go hoe around. I mean, hey, you better be careful because you might pick up some shit you really don't want. And it's always, it's what is it? What is it? Causes and effects, actions and reactions. Basically, consequences. You know, I don't really like to just say consequences, but repercussions. I mean, you reap what you sow. You gotta, if you're gonna be wilding, you better be ready for what the wild energy that comes back to you, you know? And anyway, but so whoever you're seeing this individual, like, basically, like, their ego being broken the fuck down. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, they can't hold up their facade anymore. They can't. Out here, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you. So if they were that type to just be arguing over stupid shit or trying to go back and forth with you, it's like, and so moving into the body, we had, look at here, how many times now? Again. That's what. Look, as I finished the song, the rest of what I just told you, this, and as I'm holding this up, this 10 of Earth, that's 3. Oh my God. 10, 10, 10, something after number 30 and or 3. And it may have something to do with somebody's family for real. So you may be finding out. It could, Because it could be, I said ooh like that because you may be finding out this father figure or whoever you held dear they may be the ones in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? End up like trying to hold up this, living a lie. You know? Whoever it is, you find out somebody just not who they say they is. Or try to portray themselves to be. Okay. Alright. So underneath that, oh yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Earth. This is heavy Virgo energy. That's solo dolo work. Putting in work, yeah. Focusing on yourselves. Maybe even moving into entrepreneurship, speaking of the hobbies. And I said somebody finding a newfound passion for something. You definitely doing it. And it may be something very, I heard spiritual. Somebody getting into that bag. Somebody doing their rituals. And y'all, rituals ain't gotta be a whole like, I don't want to knock it or downplay any type of seance. If you do that, you do that. Like, whatever you do, you know, the ritual can be waking up every morning, brushing your teeth, taking a bath, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something that you do routinely and consistently. And I do feel like it's for the better because that's what's opening up those doors and removing any blockages. And I heard road opening or road clearing. Yeah, somebody may be doing that for real. Congratulations, because it is beautiful. And it will be successful. Remember, we got double 6 of wands. Don't forget that, okay? Somebody may be even watching, like getting inspiration from this Virgo. I feel somebody may be even cusper, heavy, especially Leo Virgo. But even Aries, Taurus, or even Sage Cappy. Especially with all the 10 of Earths out there. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. I hear congratulations. Just don't forget, because we Virgos, we tend to, we be so focused on the bag and like improving our, that is powerful. Yes. Somebody may definitely want to embody and get into this Virgo energy. And somebody may be seeking this Virgo for that reason as far as the healthcare changes. That's the vibe for the header, right? And Virgo is ruler generally of the 6th house, which is of health. Okay? So most definitely, that may be your focus, and that may be why you know, like that's maybe what you're working on, okay? And with the 8 on here, it's bringing me, that is Scorpionic's house. That's the house that Scorpio rules. So I feel like something in the realm of something is going to be, okay, because 8th house is a house of mystery, right? The unknown. That's why it's, you know, that's the energy and vibe that Scorpios bring. They're very mysterious. They be lurking. They be like kind of in the background, just watching, observing, like scoping the scene. And they be doing shit that may not necessarily be revealed until it's time. Like I said earlier, like don't say anything until it's done. So I feel like you've been working. Whoever this is, somebody been working on something. And I definitely feel like it's something about your legacy. And you've been cooking, you've been whipping it in the kitchen, and oh my God, wait until like whatever you are creating, whatever you are manifesting, I just want to be successful, and it definitely will be. All right, moving on. Look, I'm telling you, Sage, because when I was getting ready to say it may have something to do heavy with you, Sage, because when I was talking about the 8th house and all that, it was bringing me you, but I knew it better than, so somebody's 8th house, maybe Sage, for real. Or something about it. But either way it goes, even your 10th house. But 10th house is generally ruled by Cappy. Okay? But this is your energy, Sage. And something is moving forward fast, real quick in a hurry. I do see that. I told y'all I kept seeing 1001 as well. So you wrapping up some kind of cycle, ready to start a new, prayerfully. And look how balanced she is with her tree pose. She ready to take flight. That's what I always get from this. Somebody may want to go to the casino. Or willing, I heard, yeah, that's what they said. Willing to bet on you. They want to bet on you and invest in you. Money, 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 money. Money. Come on, then. What they say? Cash your chips, cash your vote. Make the chips far away they may. However they're saying. But it's Canada, J. Cole. Something stacking up. Racks on racks on racks is what I hear. Somebody may be getting a new vehicle for real. Somebody may be moving, traveling, going on a journey. Said that, right? Moving on up. What she say? To the east side. Ain't that what I said from the original channel? To the looks of apartment in the sky. And that brings, when I said take flight, that also brings It's been coming through heavy. Fly, 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 like up in the sky, right? Dream big, honey, and take flight, because you probably, not even probably, you are guaranteed to land amongst the stars, right? And beyond, to infinity and beyond. And then finally we have, oh, you kind of want to say, see, definitely right. So hold on for that, because I skipped over that part where I was just reiterating the numerology of the what's currently down, you know, before this 9 of Wands. 10, 8, 10, 1, 8, 1, which is 10, 8, 1. Or 181, which is still a 10. You know, it's like done by to something that's definitely wrapping up to begin with, okay? And with the 9 of Wands that we see here, sage energy, as I already said, you see she is, I heard some other cover different thoughts. She's protected. She's protecting herself and she's guarding herself. And didn't I say that in the original channeling? You're going to have to make a decision on how to, let me see exactly how I said it, how to protect your energy and heal your heart. Something like that. In regards to what you want to do to protect your energy, bring you peace, heal your heart, and balance you holistically. You have sage, you know what I'm saying, with the 9 of Wands and then the 10 of the wheel of fortune, right? So it's like, again, I said with the 1, 2, 3, 4, you move in divine order. So you learning how to pull back, protect your energy, not overgive, overdo any of that, and be discerning on what deserves your time, effort, attention, and what doesn't. You can call it selfish if you want to. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. That's wise. Because why would you keep doing the same thing, like depleting yourself of your life force energy when it's not being reciprocated or even appreciated, right? For a cup. All right, y'all. So, yeah. That's that on that. And she ain't with the burdens, by the way. I meant to say that about that 9 of Wands, because you see, you know, generally, as I just got through speaking of going from the 9 to the 10, the 10 of Wands, they still carrying them heavy ass sticks and burdens and shit. You know, the Wands, which they're still a 10. And it's like, nah, for what? She only got the one that she needs to protect her staff and her rod to comfort her, you know? So, no. Ain't no time for it. And you're that anybody got no time for it. For what? This ain't mine. Why would I carry them? Bag lady, she just said she graduated from that, you know? And she said, I ain't heard my bag. Anyways, let's move on. Alright, I do believe I stopped the last clip at 23:27. Moving on into the Earth Crafters Tarot for our fire signs. Messages of clarity and truth. What's that? 23:27. That is a 5, right? It's a 14 as well. That sage energy. Let's go through sage. Alright. For our fire signs. Messages of clarity and truth. For fire. Yeah. Y'all see the beautiful Adelita of Lata. And it fell on its side, but it is what it is. It's still beautiful, okay? Okotia, you see, what did I just get through saying, y'all? You see what she doing, right? This is like the night, by the way, the night of water. And I get very childlike hands, youthful hands, okay? So this is learning to pour back into yourself, okay? You may want to check into Okotia and utilize the herb. All these are for healing purposes, okay? So do what you need to do for yourself, right? No coincidences here. All right. But and then as it's getting ready to go under the what do you call it? The 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and I feel like I say it in the video. They're refilling the cup, but they refilling. Your cup is being refilled. You're being renewed. Your emotional energy is being restored. Come on, man. That's that healing. That regeneration. And if you do what you need to do as far as the R and the 4 of Swords upgrade, that's how you get that, you know? Oh yeah, something else before we even go on. Somebody, because I kept saying apology. Somebody's going to give you the apology that you deserve. I don't know if you really if it's really even worth, like, that don't mean you got to take them back or even allow them back into your space or in your life or give them another seat at your table. Because baby, nah, like again, you gotta use your free will and discernment. It's, you can see and you know it's still toxic and they have not changed a damn bit. Why would you? That's insane. You setting yourself up to repeat another cycle that you don't work so damn hard to get out of. No, don't do that. Do not do that. But for any, like I said, the lesson you understand, even in that 4 of Cups and all that energy, like, and even in the 6 of Cups, as I said, when you look back or when you reminisce in a way, it's not to stay there. It's just to, going forward, recognize that same energy and know, like, yeah, nope, I done dealt with that. We ain't doing that again. You know what I'm saying? And to keep it pushing, not even entertain any of that, anybody who's still maybe in that energy. So I'm just saying, just know that an apology is coming. You, or even if they don't directly give it to you, I feel like it's like closure. Like you'll hear about it and receive the understanding. You'll get wind of it, and that will definitely help you move on and heal. Okay. What else for our fire signs? Messages of advice and guidance for our fire signs. Messages of clarity and truth. Fire signs. Oh my God. Good God. Now that's 10. Listen, that is 10. Duh. But that is the 10 of Earth in every single freaking day. That's 4 now, right? Can't make this up. First 10. That is every single day. Yeah. Yeah, that is amazing. Let's see. Make sure I ain't tripping. Yep, we got it. Good tarot, light series massage, because it's the vibe, right? And then what else do we see? Yeah, we got it now. I feel like we saw it somewhere else. Did we not see it somewhere else? I could have sworn we saw it somewhere else. Anyway, it's here again. This is abundance. This is your legacy. It's like 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I saved in the video, so it's 3 times. I don't know why I thought it was 4. Did we see it in the OG box? Yeah, and I know I'm not tripping. Yeah, that's 4. That's 4, but it's 3 that's out here actually on the table. Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. Remember we had the 10 of Pentacles and the Columbine. Yeah. 10, done died. To do it again. You hear what I'm saying? Alright, what else we got? Wow. And look, again, confirmation. I tell you that's what these be. 2 of water, Milo. And you may want to use this. I love Milo. You definitely may want to use this because as you see in the card, I love the beautiful little birds as well as the flowers of the Milo because they're pure. Why? So some may be getting or being purified. And even with Milo, y'all, that is great for any type of like inflammation, clearing out any of that gunk, the mucus, anything. Again, the blockages. It's no coincidence as it's coming under all these reversal energies. So this may definitely help to clear and set. That's my right wrist. Definitely. I said that road opening and clearing, use it. I promise you'll be beneficial. I promise you. Yeah. A lot of tools. Some of them tools showing up strong. And we saw this High Priestess twice. Alright, let's get into the vibes. Oh my God. You got the Mother Air and Mother War. And I always like, because I love when she comes out. A lot of people don't, because they see her as a B.I.B.I. But honey, I love her. Me and her we got a tight bond, because it's like, I've been there. I understand. I see you. You understand? But this is beautiful energy. Of course, wind balance. Libra energy. Because you got to, Libra is the scales. And I was going to say you got to be balanced. You definitely should be balanced in this energy. Don't play with it if it is not balanced. Because that is that vindictive bitch. That is that she don't give a damn. Especially the 3rd prominent side of hers. That's unstable mentally. Yeah. Somebody psychotic if they are unstable in this energy. Somebody is not screwed too tight. I'm telling y'all, be mindful, right? They will cut you. See, she got that sight. They will cut you, cut whoever. They don't care. They not, especially if they are not balanced. Even going back to what I was saying about that Scorpio-like energy and being emotionally intelligent and aware. You know what I'm saying? You better run for the hills. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's a whole ass. They got somebody on them. You know what I mean? Like, for real, they got something on them. They not right. But when she is balanced, she is so clear. The clarity is unreal. The intuitive nudges, and like, she just knows. It's that high priestess, you know. She. You can get lots to her if you want to. You really might see what she do. Oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But she ain't got no problem. What I say from the get-go, it ain't nothing that cut that out. She ain't got no problem doing it. Not at all. Matter of fact, if you disturb her peace in any kind of way, she ain't even gonna give you no second chance. She ain't gonna give you a chance to open your part your lips to apologize. You know, you already on. You gone before you even knew you could say. I love it, and I love it. Yeah, come through, Libra. But not real talk though. That mother ward, any of the ward family is great for, like, it's a mood stabilizer. So for real, if anybody like the depression, you know, even the anxiety, any of that, and even to clear your airway, for real. But any of that mental unrest, that's what that is beneficial for. Very much so. Okay, in all seriousness. I mean, I'm serious about it all, but you know, we like to cut up sometimes. Alright, underneath that, we have, wow, we got the 10 of Cups, and I love it. This is the happy life, happy life. Happy life, happy wife, if you got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, this is coming together. That's what I said, like-minded souls on one point. Yes, and y'all building a legacy. It's successful. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. Red clover is great for detoxing, for digestion, for all of that. Like, you have cleared out any of the gunk that may have been clogging or blocking or keeping y'all from coming together on one accord. Because y'all know it's challenging. It can be challenging, especially if you don't have like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? Not that you got to be exactly the same. You're not supposed to. No, that's not what I'm saying. But to be mentally sound, stable, grounded, and even understanding, because that's what it takes. It takes a level of understanding, care, and compassion in that Cups energy, in that water energy, to be able to make it work. Like I said, work together despite your differences, and bring whatever division, because y'all may not see it all the same. You're not supposed to. But what you see, what they see, what she sees, what he sees, bringing it all together and doing your part, oh, that is power. There is power in the name of Jesus. And all that is Christ consciousness. What you see, what y'all see with your third eye, like I said, the vision, bringing that together with love, transforming and transmuting anything that may try to come up against you for the highest good of everybody involved, getting beyond yourself and even to understand it's the God in you is bigger than you. The mission, the purpose is bigger than you. That's rare. That is rare. And I keep hearing unconditional love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. That's what it is. That's agape. I could have sworn that's what it is. I don't even want to fool with them. No, you didn't. But anyway, it's another 10. And you hear me in the video. I say I could have sworn we saw it before, but I don't. Maybe because generally in the good tarot, it is the one with Buddha. The 10 of Cups, that is. It's the one with Buddha and with the pearls of wisdom is what I like to call them. It's balanced in either hand. There's 4 and there's 6 in, I believe, his right and left, respectively, right? Anyways, that's the understanding that I just got through saying all that, what I just got through saying. To see it clearly, because in their white, oh, that's my right shoulder confirmation. To see it clearly because they are white. You know, that is that clarity, that understanding, that care and compassion, as I said. And he just so happy and peaceful. It's going back to that humor as the overarching God. So yeah, seeing the lighter side and understand, like I said, it's not about you. It's never really been about you. I mean, yes, it is in a way because you are being used as a vessel to carry out whatever mission and purpose you're intended to serve for that group or community or whatever, or for that moment even. But other than that, like, it really ain't got shit to do with you. It's for the greater good. I don't know why I just find that so funny. Because that's why they saying to see the lighter side, and people get so freaking caught up in all the bullshit. Because they so egotistical and they don't see that. Like, bitch, this ain't, get out my face. Like, I can't anymore. I really, I just, sometimes I really don't even say nothing, but I know my face does. And I just walk away. I give him a look and walk away. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, yeah, you still haven't learned from the tink. You gotta grow up. So it may be a full-ass, grown-ass person. I'm talking about up in age, for real. Like I said, an elder, right? Who you would think would know better. They're supposed to show you better and do better. But no, they worse than a child. They worse than a baby. Like, for real, they probably haven't made it past, mentally, emotionally, they have not made it past that stage in their life. Something, I guarantee you, I'm willing to bet, talking about bet on it, I'm willing to bet something traumatic happened in their life at a critical point of transition, you know, where they were supposed to get some kind of lesson that triggered them. And I bet you to this day it still does, if they really are being honest. And they ended up getting stuck there. They didn't grow or learn past that. I'm going to guarantee it. Because that's generally what it always be. When people are unhealed, they're stuck in a time. They're stuck in the past. They're stuck in a moment in time. And it could be maybe not even this past, like this lifetime past, you know, as in years ago. It could be lifetimes ago. And they were sent to relearn, like, to do it again, right? It's not funny. But some people just, I don't know if they'll ever get it. Okay, moving. Look, I cannot make it out. Underneath that, we have the awakening, and that's what I'm talking about. Even when I said somebody going through a freaking ego death, that's what this is. And it can be challenging. This generally brings me heavy Piscean and even Scorpionic energy, to be honest. The number 20 can also another 2, by the way, right? I love that they call it the awakening, because I'm telling you, and oh wow, and this Tulsi, this is holy basil. It's a powerful herb, powerful. I mean, they all are. Look into it for real. Like, so very cleansing and healing. And oh my gosh, I definitely want to grow some of this. But yeah. So I said you can't really do nothing for them until they hit rock bottom and are open and willing to receive the lesson, right? But I mean, depending on who they are, how you feel, like I said, you gotta use your discernment. You may, and honestly, that may be your mission or purpose for that moment, is to just be that love and support. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the background, whether it's at a distance, I don't know. That's for you to decide and speak with your squad about. But yeah, somebody definitely going through it, and maybe when they do, that's why I said all that about that midlife crisis. Like, you may see a whole other side you ain't never, like, you're like, what? Like, it's been there all along. I promise you, it's just been buried. It's been hidden. They didn't even know it, you know? Yeah. So, and I'm drawn to those, what else look like? Prayer beads. Yeah, ain't that a rosary? So going back to the 8 of Pentacles that we saw underneath the card for the lights here, somebody getting into that ritual, that spiritual bag. Yes. Oh, I just heard too, somebody when speaking of rosary, and y'all know that it's connected generally to Catholicism and all that. Don't do that. Somebody got to go in on it. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. It is what it is, but what I'm getting is that somebody is learning that that's a bunch of BS, is what I just heard. And so they may be coming, when they realize, because I even heard that's a whole cult. Jesus. We get out of that. But what I was getting is somebody may make yeah. That's why somebody's flipping. Oh my God. And I just heard somebody gonna try to perform an exorcism. You know what I mean? Number 2. That's some powerful energy. That's confirmation. Oh my God. Definitely. I mean, if y'all don't get this, I swear. Look at that. See? It's not funny, but man. they made no mistakes. And like I said what I said. The cards just be confirmation. Going back to the original Four of Cups with the Light Series, somebody felt unappreciated, unheard, unseen, disrespected, taken advantage of, unappreciated, if I didn't say that already. Yeah. So they leaving. They're like, yeah, fuck this. I'm done. And let's just hear what I say in the video. And nice way, by the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. In nice way, like the shadow is by your side, I'll be there. Won't get in the way, didn't get through a spot. I love you, feel the beat of my heart. Oh, where that came from, man, get in the mirror, boy. Yeah. Somebody's gonna wait patiently. They've been waiting on this, they've been holding back. I just said it. Probably since childhood. That's going back to last month. Anyway. Okay, I stopped the last clip at 18:38, and as we into the final deck, let's get the messages over. Yeah, I came out fast. I couldn't get it out. And I feel like I want to get another one. This is just a advice for you fire signs to wrap this on up, okay? And y'all hear what I say in the video. But first out, we have the cat spirit, okay? What is it? Y'all see what it say? Claim your independence, baby. Number 13, the Scorpionic energy, once again. That's the death, rebirth, the transformation, if you will, right? Time to clear it out. Get your power. That's why I said all what I said even about the midlife crisis. And the toddler, you know? Like, man, come on. I don't want to fall out. Come on, spirit. I love y'all. I think that's why they want me to do this video over. Let me see what else. What else was this talking about? There was two that was just trying to come out. Just one. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not. We're not. They went spraying everywhere. That's a lot. You hear me breathing all home. I don't even know. Let me see. I just want to show these and put them back. See how they fell out. Alright, first one we seeing is the vulture spirit and the number 63. This is potentially mine. Nothing is wasted. This brings me Scorpionic energy as well because it's like cleaning up, like what I said, the death and rebirth, right? Things are decayed to be renewed, basically. So, yeah. And then we have the number 14, chameleon spirit. Accuracy of this been coming out pretty heavy over the past couple of months. Number 14 is potentially a 5. Again, talking about that movement, that transformation. As you know, chameleon spirits be, I was going to say shape-shifting, but basically they be camouflaging and blending in. You know what I'm saying? So you may not even know they're there until they actually change or move and whatever, as in the 5, right? But also act as if, like I said, be who you want to be and are meant to be and who you see yourself being, your higher self sees yourself being, and until you get there, like peripheral. You know what I'm saying? Because you get the vision and the download for a reason. And you may not be there quite yet in the physical, but your higher self is. So, you know, act as if. And then we have the beautiful horse spirit. Freedom, freedom, let me loose. Free yourself, free your soul. The number 33. That's powerful enlightenment energy. That's my higher mind, like Christ consciousness type energy, you know? Hey, change your mind, change your life. So it's perspective shift. That would free you. Free your mind and the rest will follow, for real. And wow. We got 42, which is potentially a 6 in the outer spirit. In reverse, it says you are never alone. And MJ always comes through with this because that spirit, whether you have somebody in the physical or not, I do get this as soulmate type of energy. This even goes back to the 2 of Cups for me, to be honest. You know, it's so bad. It's a cute, one of the cutest cards in this deck. I love it. but somebody not seeing it. Somebody not seeing that they even just, it's the God in you. You already got, you can hold it complete within yourself. You know what I'm saying? But this is going back to all that reversal energy that we saw in the tarot, and it was clarified by the Two of Cups in the mall, right? So like, yeah, you don't see that Spirit got you. And next we have the Flawed Spirit, the number 35, and right, look, like I said, you don't see that Spirit got you. Somebody don't. It says Spirit has a plan, but it's in reverse. You hear what I say as I pick up the Badger Spirit. They're all supposed to be upright, so it says a lot for the ones that are in reverse. And it is number 4, Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Somebody's scared. I said that, didn't I? Somebody stuck on stupid and they scared. They ain't, honestly, they have themselves trapped in their mind. Yeah, they're in an illusion. And fear ain't nothing but the ego. False evidence appearing real. Yep. You see, you ain't. You're not seeing food. I can see clearly now the rain coming. Somebody really stuck in some kind of depression in the past, in some illusion, trapped in their mind. They made the prison. Somebody may be in prison. Somebody may be in spiritual jail as well because of some deed they done did a long time ago. States where they didn't. I said you reap what you sow, right? You go wild and you get wild and bad. You know what I'm saying? It's the price you pay. Alright. See. Oh yeah, I forgot about these two. Look, I told you something like number 2. You hear me? There's still a couple more over there that I almost forgot. There's 2 over here. I almost forgot about it. It was just sitting on. Oh, it's 3. Wow, looks can be deceiving is what I heard. Oh my God, and they're all in reverse. So we got a number 32, which is another number 5, potentially Hawk Spirit. What is with all this energy? Let Spirit be your guide. In reverse, obviously. Somebody ain't trusting themselves, nor Spirit. And then we have, wow, 23, another number 5. Golly, 555, I might start seeing 2. That's a lot. It says Spirit has your back. I told you. That's a lot. What is it? Spirit has a plan. Spirit has your back. Let Spirit be your guide. All in one. And then finally we have the 56, which is potentially an 11, and the Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Somebody don't see or believe that they can. And you're afraid to co-create with the divine. Why? Alright. 4 fire signs. Make it fun. Advice and guidance, clarity and truth. The cat looking back at something. Right here. Look, really. I want to see what this comes out. That's what it's looking back at. And I can't even look back at it. Look back at it. Don't stay in the past, by the way. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Something about 2, man. 2. Still. Wow. No. Okay. Look, that's in reverse. Somebody hold on for their life. Yeah, hear what I said. We got the 31, number 4, in Groundhog Spirit. Time to let go. What I say? If you got. That's why they had me do it over. It ain't no coincidence, like at all. And look, the little puller, not even pull, the cute little groundhog is holding on. It got a heart, holding the heart at his chest, right? It's like you gotta let go of anything, anyone that you were so attached to. You gotta disconnect, and I get it, especially when it comes to family and like, you know, I had love of my life. That's the thing. You thought that was not. If you really look as I look back over my life, and I think things over. Going back to all that 6 of Cups energy, if you really look back and see it clearly, that was not for you. Because if it was, you would still be there. It would be working. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't safe for you. It really was not nurturing or healing or loving or any of that. That was beneficial. And come on, it was pretty damn toxic if you be honest with yourself. You know? And that's why shit had to change. Like I said, you either did it willingly or they did it for you, you know? and I caused that through 23. So that's what it is. Because like it was stifling, it was blocking you from your abundance, 8 energy. That was karmic. It was a karmic lesson, for real. Don't look in the past. Yeah, new trigger up talking about don't look in the past. I already put it down. Forgot to show the other angle.
I'm telling you, because something is not real. I was about to say for real, but it ain't that. It ain't what you think it is.
You hear me?
Oh.
I just feel like talk your shit. Because that's what it is. I've been saying it like,
yeah, put this over yonder.
They said I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Ain't nobody playing no games. Ain't nobody got time for it. So we getting ready to read these from the guidebook. Yeah, but we gonna go for the vibes first. I really had to think. I got caught up, kind of lost in the sauce. Don't be in that illusion, y'all. That dragonfly spirit, alright? Gotta see it true. See it clear. That's what I said. Even as you look back, if you really reflect or even reminisce, see things clearly. Not for one, because that's, and I just saw a video earlier today. That's powerful spirit. She was basically saying, like, for anybody, because I said somebody gonna come through with this apology with the athlete of water, you gotta take emotion and feelings out of it. And she was talking about asking 3 questions to basically stop, like, halt the momentum of the feelings trying to be involved. Because, especially people who have not changed are still in that narcissistic energy. They're gonna do things to try to paint this picture, again, being in a lie. They're gonna just still trying to lie, make it to talk. Can't even get it out. They're gonna try to word it and phrase it in such a way. I hear talk is cheap. To basically tell you what they think you want to hear. But actions speak louder than words, y'all. You gotta pay attention to that, for real. And like I tell my son, don't be fooled by what people say any damn thing, right? And I can only hold up a facade for so long. I see your true colors shine through. It will always be revealed. Give it time. Give it time. So you ain't gotta rush shit, and don't let nobody rush you. But so basically what she was getting to is the fact that if any of those questions, like, you got to pay attention again to the red flags that you probably tried to overlook. And she was talking about even the nostalgia. Like, that's false. That's an illusion. That will have you painting a picture that's not real. Have you overlooking all the red flags that you made yourself miss to try to make it work. And it's like, no, baby, see it for what it really is. That's the whole reason, even for the separation. And it depends on how long it's been. Again, because I think the first question she said was like, why now? Why you bringing this? Because it definitely very well may be a time of separation, which was obviously needed for, you know what I'm saying? Definitely for the healing. But yet and still, why you ain't take accountability up front? You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to come back now? And then in the other question has something to do even with that, with like basically getting them to address the wound. Like, how do they feel like they hurt you? And then the other question was, I forget the last one. But basically what it boils down to is like, she talks about if they try to flip it on you, they stay in you. They still toxic and narcissistic. If they don't take accountability and responsibility for their actions and what they did, you might as well hang up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even no point in entertaining it at all. So anyway, let's get to these files. First up, we got the Rhino Spirit, number 50, speaking of overcoming any obstacles. And then I say I was doing it with the 8 of Pentacles as divided in the light spheres, I believe. Yep, you blasting through them. We got the 6 of Wands twice. Victory. So yeah, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And I feel like in the first voiceover I said something about, because y'all know rhinos, they were massive, and they would trample, they would kill you. I said somebody getting speared, what I say? Stabbed, speared, and ran over, something like that. Stuck. They got to be stuck. Yeah, on them horn. They definitely getting speared. If it ain't for you, if it's bullshit, get out the way. That's why I hear, move, let's get out my way. And then underneath that we have, here we go again, the Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. You better know that. You better know that with conviction. Alright, then come through, Eagle. See it from a bird's eye view, from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. And that's it. I heard that's your justice. Okay. Wow. Oh, and that's powerful because I still do. Like eagle, this is air energy for me. But what I feel like I was reading the Medicine Garden. Was that what the one was? It was from the shamanic. No, it was from, what is that deck? I don't know, I had to find it. But the card in it was the Medicine Garden, or the Medicine Wheel, that's what it was. And it was talking about all of the, I do believe the signs. And I want to say, I don't know if they were all just the big signs that were in it, probably. But anyway, what I'm getting to is that in traditional beliefs, the rider, why I want to say it right away. Is it had to do with the rider right there? I don't know. But the eagle is actually attributed to Scorpio energy, like the energy of transformation. I was quite shocked because I never saw it like that. But still, speaking of the 5 and the change, and I mean, I can see it, you know, the perspective shift and all of that, that is a form of transformation, right? All that is change and growth. So you know that. So you see that, like I said, no matter what it looks like, feels like, seems like, you know that God got you. You know what I'm saying? You smoke a cup of different fried, and ain't nothing for you to worry about no fear, right?
So I'm trying to be seen on this split.
Look, oh my gosh, and I told you I just keep showing up.
Then they came out with that whole other step.
And again, this is my Scorpionic energy because I told you they be shape-shifting, they be blending in, like lurking in the background, but you don't really know they there, but they there. It's another 5, right? I told you you're gonna start seeing 5 on 5s. But like, so I'm telling you, it may have something to do with a Scorpio for real, or even just Scorpio season. Somebody was acting. So I heard everybody plays the fool sometime. And the eagle, right? Alright, and then we had love people, another number 2, and the animal spirit. It's been showing up too. Life is speeding up. So I told you, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. But you had to let go and release. Ain't that what the beaver, the otter said? Let go. You gotta let go to make room for the move. So you can move. So you ain't got the bags back later. Okay?
Yes, I got them 2. 32. 22, 23.
And then finally we have the crow spirit in the number 17, that healing. Come on, Aquarius. Definitely, it's time to co-create. And that, speaking of that 17 in Aquarius, star energy is what it is. That also is the balance, right? They call it the water bearer forever. I know I am not the only one. Many people get confused and think Aquarius is a water sign. It really, to me, is just the balance of air and water, your mind and your heart. You know what I'm saying? And so also it is like, in order for your dreams and your wish to come true, and for you to manifest and co-create and bring your dreams and desires and wishes and all that into fruition, you have to be balanced in that, because again, what you put your mind and attention and energy towards, so does the energy flow. As well as, depending on the vibration of your heart, remember, it has to be light as a feather, right? No baggage, no worries, no fear, and full of love. That's what's going to manifest it even more rapidly, right? Having an attitude of gratitude and an open heart, putting your wholehearted energy into whatever it is you love and are passionate about and want to see come into fruition, as I said earlier. And it may change. Speaking of that eagle spirit, it's okay. I said somebody coming into a newfound passion or love for something else, doing something else. Maybe even someone else. I don't know. I really don't care. That's on you. But all it is something new, right? Even if it is something like something you have done before, it's the energy of revamping, redeveloping, switching it up, doing it differently. So, because if you continue to do the same thing over and over, expecting different results, that is insane. And that may be why that third column is all reversed, pretty much. Switch it up, okay? Change your perspective, change your mind, change your life. That is fact. All right, so let's get on into these readings, and we will begin with the groundhog spirit.
With this in reverse, pay special attention to the protection message.
And y'all hear what I say. Alright, so beginning with number 31 in the groundhog spirit, time to let go. The Oracle's message. Oh, pages 95 through 97. 5 to the 6 to the 7. Yes. Okay. Alright. The Oracle's message. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is part of life. So, Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it is a sign there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of so that something new can be born, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. Because y'all, even in the original voiceover, I was saying, I do remember, especially with all that air energy, the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and we saw the 8 of Swords twice, right? And speaking of that fear, and I said somebody need, because that can be, I feel like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, early on in the video, I said I wouldn't be surprised if the 9 of air, or even 8 of air came out. I think I was big on the 9 of air. Really more so because of that heavy mercurial, overthinking, overanalyzing, even maybe up late nights, just, like I said, just stressing, keep overthinking or whatever, feeling mentally trapped, whatever. Anyway, what I was getting was, speaking of Mercury energy, Gemini and Virgo, both are ruled by Mercury, and we've been seeing heavy Virgo energy anyway. And I said somebody need to take advantage of that Virgo energy and retreat, to heal, to seek the truth. Right? Yeah. So that's coming through again, okay? So, yeah, when the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition to the... Oh, yeah, that was it. Thank you. That's why I had to read it again. The other thing I was getting from the original that I remember is I was saying I kept seeing somebody in between worlds. I feel like it's from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I remember I tried to put a picture in there, but it's a flamingo or ostrich. I feel like it's a flamingo. But they one foot in the past, one foot in the present. They moving towards, or in the future. They're moving towards the new, but they're kind of stuck, kind of still trying to drag their foot in the past. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't gonna be no visit if you keep doing it. Okay? However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment, what I say. Say farewell to whatever once served you, and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way, and I feel like it's here. In that third column, all in reverse is I told you, it has the potential of being beautiful energy if you allow it. That's only if you allow it. If you're ready, open, and willing to receive it. It's beautiful. Keep hearing, I see your true colors shining through. Alright, so remember I said pay particular attention to this, the protection message. Have you been relentless in your efforts to revive something that has passed its prime and needs to die away? A situation, a relationship, a belief, or a habit that served you once but no longer fills you with vitality? Perhaps you automatically expect to see the world through a specific lens based on the familiar. Groundhog Spirit has appeared to let you know it's time to accept that the past is the past. So allow yourself to feel the loss and grieve it if you need to. Any sadness will not last forever or overwhelm you. Knowing Spirit is with you and wants you to experience joy and excitement again will help you through this transition from the old to the new. Saying, they said, no spirit has a plan, no spirit has your back. Know that you are not alone. What's the other one? Something else about spirit, but didn't we say we got it back out here, didn't we? But yeah, all that gotta be turned right. So you gotta see it clearly, That's basically what it is. Okay. Keep your eyes open, for winter always gives way to spring and endings always gives birth to beginnings. For now, let yourself feel your emotions, releasing them to make way for the joy that awaits you. Spring and new growth are on their way, for that is Spirit's promise to you. Baby, I promise that I will never leave. Everything will be alright. So Spirit is telling you just believe. And especially your partner. Alright, moving on to the Dragonfly Spirit number 22. Truth transcends illusion. I was about to say ascends illusion. Okay? The pages 67, pages 67 through 69, okay? So what is that? 13, 14, and 15. Okay? 4, 5, and 6. Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of the wisdom and truth available at all times in the hidden realms. Just as Dragonfly catches your eye with its reflective wings and body, Dragonfly Spirit appears to tell you to pay attention to the truth beyond the illusion and recognize the insights that come seemingly out of nowhere. Those are those epiphanies. Remember I said somebody gonna be hit with them. Anyway, it says out of nowhere, peeking through from behind the veil. In the realm of spirit, there is far more wisdom than you can perceive with your senses, and there is a deep knowing that you are not separate or alone, like they told you, the otter. For a higher power recognizes you and loves you beyond measure. Fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Confirmation. 7887 may be an important number for somebody. Okay. That is a 30, ain't it? Yeah. Excuse me, that's confirmation. So fears dissipate as you realize you are embraced by the nurturing force that is everywhere, always in communication with you. Double confirmation. Aligning when you are preoccupied. Dragonfly Spirit offers this message. You exist in unity with all, including the protective spirits who share their wisdom, and you are being nudged along the path your soul needs to travel to have the experiences it craves. Love exists in many forms, and sometimes we overlook it when we don't recognize a particular form. Going back to that 4 cups that we had twice, right? You don't see it. Somebody don't, because they're too stuck on what was. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Pay attention to the signs now. That's confirmation. They remind you that each of us have inspired dreams seamlessly sewn into the fabric of the invisible world, and there is a great consciousness that exists in the seemingly empty spaces, guiding us on our journey. That's what I was talking about coming together with like-minded individuals, bringing all your visions together and playing your part, basically. Playing your role to bring it together for the greater good. Alright, open to the truth, letting the wisdom of the hidden realms inform you, providing insights your conscious mind overlooks. So the protective message. Did you really think this world of the senses is all there is? From the hidden mystical realms, the signs are being sent to you. But perhaps you have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. Have you fallen into spiritual amnesia and forgotten your connection to a living, loving, always supportive universe? If so, rub the sleep out your eyes. For Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of all the love and support available to you in every moment. There is an organizing principle underlying the events you have experienced, and Dragonfly Spirit can help you see it and trust that Spirit has your back. What they say? That's why all them cards came out. It was for a reason. Baby, and we underscoring the trust, right? Trust that Spirit has your back. Look, and let go of the illusion of chaos and randomness. The otter just told you to let go. I mean, the groundhog. Listen, the otter too. Let go of that idea that you are alone. You were never there. So anyway, love is here. So follow the signs that appear serendipitously. As you pay attention to the magic all around you, you will know you are on the right track. And I feel like, go back to, we did an MOTD, and that's what it's called. That's the right path, something like that. We got that in the title. Go check that, because that is what it was talking about. And that's funny, because even after this, it's the eagle spirit. The spirit has your back. I'm not about to read that because we got to get to the other one. But that's what it is, to the cat spirit. But yeah, pages 70 through, what is it? 72? Spirit has your back. Yeah, that's what we saw. That's the one I was trying to think of. It came back out in a way, because it's one of the vibes. Okay, so it's a short and sweet one message. Cat Spirit, pages 41 and 42. 5 and 6, again. Alright, claim your independence. The Oracle's message. When Cat Spirit meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. Didn't I say Hermit? Virgo? Reflect, retreat, even Libra energy, rest, recover, The only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. Yes, yes, and yes. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all this back to you. And I said that. It actually says back to you in kind. But I said that when I said y'all got 6 of Wands victory twice. So you done had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Or you will. And you will be successful in balancing yourself in all of that. Because it's just going to reflect what's going on internally to you, externally. So when you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for you, Cat Spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. That's what I said with the midlife crisis. Somebody knows wild and free. You saw the horse, right? I just want to be free, free. And she say, I just got to be me, me. Be you authentically. And I think she says, I just got to believe, something like that. Either way, I told you somebody ain't really seeing it or believing it at all. So the protection message to wrap this up. This may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk? Too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Yes, that is why all the rehearsals. Somebody in this energy. Cat Spirit is saying, quote, go for it, end quote, with an exclamation point, by the way, because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Cat Spirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. That's why we saw the High Priestess a couple times, right? Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success, 6 of Wands twice. So embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and can trust yourself, as it brings it back full circle to the trust. Accept that voice, that inner voice is guiding you. That will never leave or guide you astray. I say that all the time because it's real. Baby, it's real. The feelings that I feel. Tell me that it's real. Don't let love come, pass us by, try, it's all we have to do. Hey, it's up to you though, for real. It's really up to you what you choose, how you see it playing out, how you want to put your time, effort, energy into something, someone, someplace. You are not forced. Like I said, don't be rushed. Only you rush yourself. Take your time and slow rush. For real. We ain't gonna get on that tangent because y'all know how I feel about that song. But I mean, there still is a message in it. I pray, fire signs, that you understand, that you really get the bigger picture, that you know what's you, what's really you. Confirmation, please. 1003. That you take only what's yours. Don't carry any other burdens. Only your wine. That's all you need. That's your staff, your ride, your comfort. That's your light source, by the way. Trust yourself. Go with what feels right, you know? And don't be swayed by the illusion. Make sure that you are balanced, mind, body, and soul, spirit. That's total perfect alignment in Holy Trinity. Okay? And you will never tell me you will always be on the right path. You ask me if you're going to be on the right path? Yes. If you trust that, you got to know that with conviction. Stand 10 toes on what it is, without wavering, without a shadow of doubt whatsoever. Okay? Alright, y'all. That's what I got. That's where I'm going to leave it. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimony from the way. You never know how this may help someone grow, especially including yourselves, and I hope and pray that's what you're here for. Otherwise, what you're doing with your life, and don't waste your time, okay? Anyways, whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for doing so. I truly appreciate it, and you have no idea how much it helps. So truly, like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't, okay? If you made it this far, look, confirmation 1004. If you made it this far, drop. Did I have dragonflies? Drop that dragonfly. Drop the dragonfly. I need you to transform, transcend, see through the veil. Yeah? Alright. Yes, please. Please, please, please. 1005. Let's go bring that balance with that 6. Baby, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Be there. Alright. And if you would like to join me for more videos and others such as these, please check the playlist on the channel and the description box below. I'm trying to keep all of these, the yags and the monthlies and all of that together, okay? So yeah, so you should be able to hope and pray you find what you're looking for, and I hope and pray to see you there, alright? And until the next one, y'all, be easy. Don't forget your love and light. It truly makes everything alright. Deuces.